Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I am going to show you how to build a professional website with WordPress and Elementor. You don't have to write any line of code. I am going to show you everything step by step. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to build a professional salon website like this. And this is the website we are going to build. We are going to start designing the banner section here, and it's going to be a two-column section. We are going to have this text element on the left side with a button here, and on the right side we are going to have this background color and this image as well. And after that, you come below here and start designing another section, and this is going to be a three-column section, and we are going to add an icon box to it. So when we are done with it, we come below and create another three-column section. And that three-column section, the first container is going to contain this text element, and also this second container is going to have another container within it, and that container is going to have an image background, and we are going to add another container again that is also going to contain an image background, and we are going to give it a background image of this flower you are seeing here. And the last container, we are going to add this text element to it and add a button. So when we are done with it, we come below and create another container here and add this carousel to it and add this logo to it and give it a background color too. So when we are done with it, we come below and create another section by adding this text element. And after adding this text element, we are going to add another container, and inside that container we are going to add a grid, and inside that grid we are going to add this container and add these images to it. So after finishing with one image, we are going to duplicate it to have all the pieces we want. So when we are done with it, we come below and design this banner as well. So this is going to be a two-column section, and the left column is going to have this text element and this button, and the right column is only going to have this button. Okay, so after that, we come below again and create another two-column section, and on the first column we are going to add two containers to it and add images to those containers. So when we are done, we are going to add a counter to it as well, and as you are seeing it right now, and align it to the bottom here. So when we're done with it, we come back to the second container and add some text elements, and also we are going to add some icon box to it. And after we done with it, we come below and create another banner section here, and that banner section is going to be our testimonial. So we are going to add our testimonial here. We are going to add an image box here too. So when we're done, we are also going to add an image background to it. So when we're done, we come below and create another section. So after we create that new section, we are going to add an image background, and we are going to make the image stick. So when we stroke over, you can see that the image is stick and it's not moving. So we are also going to add this text element and add this button. So coming below, we are also going to create another container, and as you can see, we are going to add this container inside it, and we are also going to add a counter element and add this hover you are seeing right here. So when we're done with that container, we are also going to give it a drop shadow and align it to the middle. So after that, we are also going to create another four-column container section below it, and the first one is going to have this text element, this divider, and the button, and the rest of the container is going to contain our packages. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to design this packaging as well. So when we're done with it, we come below and create another banner section here. So this banner is going to have this image, and it's going to have this text element and this button. So when we're done with it, we come below again and create another section below it, and we are going to add a background color to that section. So on the left section, we are going to add a form, and as you can see here, and this form can contain details everything. I'm going to show you how to design it. So on the right side too, we are going to add this text element, this icon box, and also we are going to add a divider and give it a border here and add a gallery image here. So when we're done with it, we come below and create our footer. So when we're done with our footer, that's not all. We need to create the header section. So we come below and create this header section you are seeing here and give it a background, and we are going to make the header merge with the hero section to look beautiful like this. So if you are new to this channel and you still haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe as I keep posting more helping videos like this. So let's go back to my dashboard and I will show you the theme that we are going to use. So here I am inside my dashboard now. So on the left here, come below, you see appearance. Put your mouse cursor on it and this pop-up is going to come. You see theme, click on theme and this page is going to open, and here you see the current theme that I am using. So this is the Hello Elementor theme. So here, if you want to install any theme, you can come up here, click on add theme and install your theme. So if you also want to install the same theme as mine, you have to do the same thing. Come to the up here, click on add theme. So click on add theme and it's going to take you to this page, and here you can search for your theme here. So let's search for Hello Elementor. Yeah, let's search for it. So it will search and it will come. So when it appears here, you install and activate it. I am not going to do that because I've already installed mine. So if you have a premium theme or you bought a premium theme from somewhere too, you can upload that theme by going to upload theme here and upload that zip file of the theme. So come back to the left side again and come below, you see plugin here. Click on plugin and that is going to take us to this plugin page. So here you can see on my side I am using two plugins here. So that is Elementor and Elementor Pro. The Elementor Basic is free, but the Elementor Pro is a premium plugin. I'll be having a link in the description where you can download the Elementor Pro plugin. So to install any plugin, come to the up here, you see add plugin. Click on add plugin and it will take you to this plugin page. So all what you are seeing here are plugins and they add extra functionality to your website. Depending on what functionality you need on your website, you have to install a plugin for that. So we need a plugin that will help us build our website. That is going to help us design the front end of our website, and that is Elementor. So we have to install the Elementor plugin. So, but before you can install the Elementor Pro, you have to install the Elementor Basic first before you can upload the Elementor Pro. So let's install our Elementor Basic by searching for Elementor. Search for it. So it will search for it. So when it comes, you just install and activate it. Okay, and here it is. So you install and activate it. I already have mine installed and activated. So just install and activate yours. So I'm not going to do that. So that is all for plugins and theme. So come back to the left side and go to the up. You see media here. Click on media and that is going to take us to this page. And here you can see all the images that we are going to use throughout this lesson. So I'll be having a link in the description where you can download all these images as well. So let's come back again and come below. You see page here. Click on page and it's going to take us to this page. And here you can create any page depending on what kind of website you are building, okay? Because some pages are not needed on some website. All right, so if you want to create an about page, you are going to create your page here. You want to create contact us page, you are going to create it here. You want to create package page, you are going to create your page here. So right now we need a home page. So let's come up here you will see add page. Click on add page. So when you click on it, it's going to take us to another page again, and just click here. This is WordPress editor, right? So I'll be having a master course where I'll be showing you everything detail by details. Okay, so let's click on this and click on type in home. From here, go to publish. So after that, you click on edit with Elementor. So it's going to take us to our Elementor working environment. So here we are in our working environment. So click on here this to close it up. So here, go to this icon, click on this icon, go to user preferences, click on it. On the display mode, click on dark mode here, publish it. So after that, let's go to the page settings on here, click on this page settings and come below to the bottom, and you see page layout. Click inside, select Elementor full weight. So after it finish loading, then publish it. Now our working environment is ready for us to start designing our website. So to start designing our web page, we have to create our section. So to create our section, click on this plus button. It's going to take you to this flex box. Click on this flex box and you can select any container from here. So let's select our first container. You can either select this one or select the first one. So let's go with the first one. Okay, so here this structure, let me hide it, and our section is being created. So select this section from here, go to advanced. You can remove the padding by clicking on this uncheck button. So go to layout, and here on content width, change it to full width like this. Okay, so after that on layout, let's give it a minimum height. So on this minimum height, write in 806. Good. So after that, we can add. So let's add a container inside this section by going to our element panel. You see container here. This is our element panel. So let's drag this container, select this section, go to layout. On layout, come below, you see direction, item direction here. Click on this first one, and after that, duplicate this container, duplicate it, and you are going to have two containers like this. Okay, so select this section, go to advanced. Okay, and we already have the padding removed. So let's select this container, this first column container here. Go to advanced. Let's uncheck the margin and let's give it a custom margin of left, only the left. Okay, so it's going to be 35. So put in 35. So after that, select the whole of this section again, go to layout. Let's remove the gap by going below on gap, putting 0 here, and this gap is going to close. Okay, so let's bring this structure and select this second container and go to advanced, uncheck the padding. Okay, so as you can see, the gap is closed right here. So let's go to our first container, and as you can see, I brought this structure from here. Okay, this structure is very important because whenever you are working in Elementor and you add a lot of element and some element, you won't be able to select it inside a working environment. So you have to bring this structure and select it from here. So if you use a picture editing tool like Photoshop, Illustrator, you can see it deal with layers. So this one also serves as your layers in Elementor. All right, so it's always important if you name it, okay, because any container that you add into this section is going to give it a name container. So if you have a bunch of containers, all is going to be container. So when you are selecting it, you won't be able to identify which container to select. So unless you select it and end up to the one that you want. So this structure is very important, it's very helpful. All right, so let me hide it back again, and let's select this first column, and let's go to our element panel and look for an element called, I can also add a container here also, right? So let me add another container inside this. So let me drag a container. It can be, let me drag this container again, right? So let me remove the padding of this container. Okay, let's remove the padding of this container by going to advanced. Okay, and add our element inside this container by dragging our text element. So let's go to our reference site, back to our reference site, copy this text, back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, like this. So from here, let's go to style, and on style, go to typography, click on typography, font family. Let's change the font family to DM Sans. Okay, we go to DM Sans, select it and change the font family to 14 and leave the weight to 600 like this. So from here we can change the color and make it dark. So let's check, and they are all capped. Okay, so let's go back and select, go to typography, and on the transform select uppercase to make it cap. So let's go back to our element panel and drag another text element, heading, drag the heading below this, go back to our working environment, our reference site here, copy this text, back to our working environment and paste it here, like this. So let's go to style and go to typography, click on typography, let's change the font family to Petrona, and let's increase the font size to 61. You can type in 61 or do the way I am doing it, 61, and leave the thickness, the boldness the way it is. So let's change the font color to our dark color like this. Okay, so everything is looking good. So from here you can add another text element by going to our text element panel and look for heading again, drag it below, and let's go to our reference site and copy this text. Okay, copy this text. Let's go to our working environment, and this time we don't need the heading element, so I'm going to delete the heading element. All right, so it's a paragraph, so let's add a paragraph element, and that's going to be text editor. Okay, text editor here, and paste the text from here. So let's go to style, typography, click on it, change the font family to DM Sans like this, and increase the font size to 20, increase it to 20 like this, and the weight increase it to medium 500. Good. So the color too, we can make it a little bit darker, not too much, a little bit. It looks good, I think. So from here, let's go to our element panel again and look for another element called button. So let's drag this button below, and let's write here, get started. Okay, so let's go to style. So on style, go to typography, change the font family to DM Sans, and we are going to increase the font size to, I think, 16. Yes, 16. Okay, 16 is okay. So let's leave it the way it is, the weight. So let's go below, so nothing to change here. Let's check our reference site. Okay, we have to change this color too. So let's come below on the color, click on this. I have this dark red color here already, so select it, and let's come below on border radius, make it 100. Good. So here we can also uncheck this padding from here. So let's give this padding, the first padding, 15. That is the top padding, and the right 25, the bottom 15, the left 25, like this, and everything is looking good. Let's publish it. Okay, so after that, let's select this container. Okay, let's select this container and let's go to style. Let's go to background type, select classic. Let's add an image here, this flower image. Select it like this, and after that, let's go to background overlay, select it. On background type, select gradient. On this gradient color, let's select this light red color here, and the secondary color, we can give it, let's make it white. We can make it white if you want, and also make it transparent. Make it transparent. Good. So let's go below and increase the opacity to make it a little darker. Okay, so we can play with the settings. Okay, the gradient settings here, you can play with this. The direction, you can increase the direction. You can increase the direction here. Just play with the settings. Okay, you don't have to make it perfect on your first day. Okay, so just play with it, and if you are okay, just leave it. So I'm going to leave mine the way it is. So I'll select this first container, and go to layout here. Click somewhere, click on this layout, come below on justify content, click on center like this. Okay, so it's going to center this very nicely. Okay, so you can see the gradient here. So let's go back and select. Let's go back. This gradient doesn't look good, so let's go back. Select it again. Let's go back to style. Let's go back to style. On background overlay, let's remove this white and let's see. Okay, I think this one is okay. So let's publish it like this, and everything's looking good. So let's come to this second column. So let's go back to we are still in our working environment. So let's bring this structure. I am not able to select this second container because of this mother container, right? So I'll just bring the structure, and this is the mother container, and this is the second container I want to select. So select it from here, and you can see it is being selected. So let's go to style, and let's go to typography, select classic. So on image, let's add an image background, and that's going to be this image. Select this image. Okay, and our image is selected. So on our control panel here, position, select top right, and repeat, select no repeat. Display size, select cover like this, and let's publish it and preview and see what we have. And this is what so far we have. Okay, and you can see the image is very bright here. So let's add some background overlay on it. So let's go back to background overlay, and let's select this classic. Maybe we can select this light color, and we can decrease the opacity a little bit. Now we can make it transparent a little bit like this, and I prefer this one. Okay, but if you want it to be much bright, you can decide the way you want it. Okay, so let's check our reference site. Okay, I think our own here is also bright, so let's make it much brighter. Okay, so I think this is okay. All right, so just play with the settings the way you want. All right, so let's preview and see so far what we did. So far this is what we did, but let's check our reference site, and we need this Okay, this image also. So let's go back and add this image to it. So we are in our working environment here. So let's still select this container. Okay, select this container, go to our element panel and look for image elements here. Drag the image element inside the second container, select it, and let's look for that image. And where is that image? This image. Okay, so this is the image. Good. So let's hide this one. So on image resolution, select full here like this. So after that, go to advanced. So on advanced, you see weight here. Click inside and select custom. So on custom weight, let's give it a custom weight about 31%. Okay, 31% like this. Okay, so after that, let's bring the structure again and select this structure, this column. So after selecting this column, let's go to layout, come below. Let's come below here. Let's drag it below. So here, let's send it to the bottom down. So when we come to the bottom, you see it is at the bottom here. And item align, let's send it to the end. You can see it is at the end here. And we are not done. So we are seeing our control panel. So let's select the container again, all right, and go to advanced again. And on the padding right, let's give it a padding right of 30. And let's give it a padding bottom of 20. Good. And publish it. And preview. And see what we just did. And as you can see, we have designed our hero section very nicely. So let's check our reference site. Okay, it looks the same. So let's come below and design this small section here, this 3-column section here. So let's go back to our working environment and design this one right now. So let's create another section below here to create that small section. So let's click on this plus button and click on this flex box. And from here, let's select this first column and our section is created. So select the section here, go to advanced, uncheck the padding, and let's give it a custom padding of up 30, bottom 30, like this, and everything is looking good. Let's go to layout, and on the width here, let's give it a width of 1300 and publish it. Good. So from here, let's add an element inside. So let's go to our element panel and look for an element called grade. Let's drag this grade inside here. So let's go to advanced, remove the padding of the grade, and let's go to layout again. And let's come below here. Okay. So on the column, we are going to leave it to 3. On the row, make it 1. Okay, like this. So after that, click on this section. Click on this section. Okay, let's click on this grid radar. Let's click on this grid radar. Go to layout. So on layout, let's come below and give it a gap of 0. Okay, to make it close and publish it. So after that, let's go to our element panel again and add a container inside the grid by dragging this container like this. Good. So select the container, go to advanced, remove the padding. Right, good. So everything is looking good. So let's go back again to our element panel again and look for another element called icon box. So drag this icon box here. So let's go to our reference site, copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here like this. Let's go back, copy this back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, So from here, let's go to style. So on icon position, click on this start. Vertical alignment, click on this middle one. Good. So after that, we can just play with these settings. 15 is okay. Let's play with these settings like this. So from here, let's go below on the icon. So on the icon color, let's check. Okay, so let's change the icon color to this light color. Okay, so let's go back to this content. So on view, let's change it to stack like this. So let's come back to our style. Click on this icon. So on the secondary color, click on it and change it to this dark red. And on the size, let's increase the size to 47. 47, yes. Okay, on the padding too, we can play with the padding. We can increase some padding, give it some padding like 16. 16, yes, 16 is okay. Good. So from here, we can go to, okay, from here, let's go to content. On this content here, go to typography. Change the font family to Pectrona. And increase the font size to 23. Increase the font size to 23. Okay, 23. Let's come below. Okay, like this. And let's go below on the description to click on it. Go to the font family. Okay, click on the description. Go to the font family and change the font family to DM Sans. And increase the font size to 16. 16. And leave the width as it is normal, not 16. Okay, like this. So from here we can change the color. Okay, so you can change the color. So the first one is going to be dark color. Let's put our dark color. And the second one is going to be dark, but not that too dark. I think this is okay. Like this. Okay, this text has a hover to it. So let's click on this hover and change it to the dark color again. Okay, so everything is looking good. But let's click on this. Okay, let's click on this container. Go to style. Go to border. On border type, let's select non-dot but rather dash. Okay, and let's give it a right dash of 1. Let's uncheck this one and give it a right of 1 like this. And the color, we can make it lighter and make it more lighter like this. Okay, so from here we can publish it and click on this container, then duplicate it and duplicate it again. Good. So after that, select this container from here, go to advanced and give it a left padding of 20 to push to have a space here. Okay, so do the same thing to this one. Go to advanced, give it a left padding of 20 to have a space here, and select this one again and go to style, go to border and remove the border to none, only for this one. Okay, but this one is going to have that border. Let me show it to you by previewing it. Good. So you can see this one has a border here. Okay, like this. Right. So let's go back. Let's go back. Select this text. Okay, let's select this text and add a line break to this one. Okay, publish it and preview. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing. Let's add a line break to this one too. Select it, add a line break here. Just, we are not writing any code, so just do what I'm doing, right? So here to the same thing, just an HTML tag. Then publish it. So after that, let's select this container and let's go to style, click on border, on box shadow here, click inside. Okay, click on the box shadow and increase the blur to about 18. Let's increase it to about 18. Okay, and after that, let's click inside this one and make it more transparent. I think this is okay. And publish it. And let's preview and see what we just did. So you can see this is what we just did right now, and everything is looking nice. You can see. So let's check our preview site, reference site, sorry. So this is our reference site. We have achieved the same thing. So let's come below, and this is our next section that we have to create. So let's go to our working environment and start creating this section. So we are back in our working environment here and ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, click on this plus button and it's going to take us to this flex box. Click on this flex box and click on this first container, and our container is being created. So select this section, go to advanced, uncheck the padding, and let's give it a top padding of 90, bottom padding of 90, publish it. And go to layout. On width here, let's give it a width of 1300. Publish it again, and from here we need to add some container inside this section. Okay, so let's go back to our element panel and select this container. And the reason why I want to add this container, let's check our reference side. You can see we want to group all these elements in one side, group this one also into one side, and group this one into one side. So if you don't add 3 columns inside and we only add our element to this, we only add all the elements to this, is going to be on one line, and that's not going to look good. So that's why we have to add container into this section to have 3 columns. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So let's go back and add this container. Okay, then I will duplicate this container. Let's duplicate this one, and duplicate it again. Okay, so after that, let's select the whole of this section, go to layout, on item direction, click on this one, and as you can see, we are having 3 containers here. So I will still select this, go to layout and give it some gap of equal size. So I will give it a gap of 50. Okay, so it's going to have equal sizes here. So I'll select this first container, go to advanced, uncheck the padding, select this one too, go to advanced and uncheck the padding, go to this one, select this one too, go to advanced and uncheck the padding. So we have this 3 column here, and we can start adding our element. So let's check our reference side. We need to start with this first column by adding this text element. So let's go back and go to our element panel and look for heading. So drag this heading element inside. Okay, and let's go back to our reference side, copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here. And we can start styling it by going to style, go to typography, click on typography and change it to DM Sans. Okay, and increase the font size to about 14. Okay, like this, and leave it to 600. So from here we can change the color to this dark red color, and you can see here it is cap. So let's go back and click on typography, go to transform, click on transform and select uppercase to make it cap too. So let's go back to our element panel and look for another element, the heading element, drag it here back to our reference site. copy this text from here back to our working environment and paste it here like this. So we can also style this by going to style, typography, click on it, font family, let's select Pectrona like this and increase the font size to 34. You can type in 34, 38, sorry, type in 36. Okay, increase the font size to 38. All right, so from here you can leave this one to 600 bold and also change the color, let's see, to the dark color, change to a dark color like this. And even we can play with the line height too. So here change the line height to EM and increase the line height. Let's go back to typography, increase the line height to 1 point, it should be 1.2 or 1.1 is okay, 1.2 is okay. So publish it and let's add another element that's going to be our text editor. Drag it below. Let's go back, copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, like this. And that too, we are going to change style it by going to typography, change the font family to DM Sans and increase the font size to about 20, and let's increase the weight to medium 500, not bad. And we can make this text a little bit darker. I think this is okay. So from here, let's go to our element panel and look for another element called divider. Drag this divider below here like this. So after that, let's go to style and start styling it. But let's check. Okay, let's reduce the percentage. So we can give it about, I think 30% is okay. 30%. Let's go to style and the weight, let's change EM and make it 2. Let's make it 0.2. Yes, 0.2. Okay, like this. And the gap, let's remove the gap. Okay, like this, and publish it and preview and see what we just did. Okay, so this is what we just did. So let's go back and start designing this second column as well. So let's go back to our working environment and select this, okay, this section. So what we are going to do, we are going to add another container inside this. Okay, so the reason why I want to add a container, I have to add an image inside this, and that's going to be this big image. And after that, I have to add another image, and that's going to be this one. So I cannot do everything in one container. So I have to add a container to add this image. So after that, I have to add this image inside this container. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's go back and add a container inside here. So let's go to our element panel, drag this container inside and select this container. Okay, so after selecting this container, let's go to our width here, and the width, let's change the unit to pixels. Okay, so let's give it a width of 356 like this. Okay, 356, and give it a minimum height of 440, and everything is looking good. So after that, let's go to style and let's go to classic and select an image, and that is going to be, let's look for the image that we need. Our image, where is the image? Now, this image, right? Select it. Okay, so from here on position, select center, repeat, no repeat, display size cover like this. So after that, let's go back to border here on the border radius. Let's add 15 for the border radius, 15 like this. So after that, let's bring this structure and select this, okay, this container, and go to layout here, okay, and justify content, click on center. Let's try to center this one like this. Okay, let's try and center this, and it's looking good, right? So you can see that this is one container and this is also another container, so two containers. So the second container that I added this image to it, right? So after that, let's add an image inside this container by going to our element panel again, drag this image element inside here. So select this and let's choose this image, open it like this, and we are going to add some height to this one. So let's go to image resolution, select 4 on content here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so from here, let's go to style and let's style this one. Okay, so come below. Let's come below. So on the image, on the height here, so let's give it some height of 295. Okay, like this. And let's go to advanced. On weight here, select custom here, and let's change this unit to pixels, and let's increase this one to about 200. We can type in 200, but let's increase it from here, 200. Okay, so let's make it 200. Okay, so I think 200 is okay, like this. Good. So let's select this container. Okay, this second container, let's select this and let's go to layout and let's align this nicely like this. Okay, so from here, let's go to style. Let's select this one, go to style, and let's go to border radius. Let's go to border radius below and give it a border radius of 15. Good, like this. So after that, let's go to advanced. Let's go to advanced and add some margin to it. So let's uncheck this margin. Let's uncheck this margin. And let's give it a margin of left about 54. We can increase it 54. It's going to be negative, right? Negative 54. So let's increase it and make it 54 like this and publish it. And let's preview and see what we just did right now. Okay, and you can see everything is looking good just now. So let's go back to our reference site. And as you can see, we have achieved this. So let's add our element to the last container as well. So let's go back to our working environment. And let me hide this one. Okay, so we are going to add another element inside the last container here by going to our element panel and look for text editor. Drag this text editor here. Okay, so let's go to our reference site, copy this text from here, back and paste it. Okay, so let's go to style and start styling this. Go to typography, change the font family to DM Sans, and let's increase the font size to 16, and we are going to leave it to 400 like this. Okay, so after that, I think everything is looking good, but we have to add another element again, and that is going to be a bottom element. So drag this button element below here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, discover more. So here, right, discover more. Okay, so after that, let's go to style On the color, let's change the color to this dark red. Come below on the border radius, make it 100 like this. So let's go back to our reference site. Okay, so let's change this text. So let's go back to content here, make it capital D, and here to capital M like this. Publish it, and we can give it a hover. Let's go back to style, click on hover, background color of the hover, we can make it dark. Okay, so everything is looking good. And if you want, you can add some little animation to it. You can add a little animation to it, like a shrink animation if you want. All right, so publish it, and everything is looking good now. So let's go back and select the whole of this section again, and go to style, go to background type, select classic image. Let's choose our background image, and that is going to be this image. Select it. Good. So from here, okay, so let's go to our style and start styling this one. Let's go to style. Okay, so on style, on position, we are going to leave it the way it is. On repeat, no repeat, like this. So on position, select on position and go to custom here. All right, so on the X position, we are going to put in 331, and the Y position, we are going to put in 229, like this. So after that, let's publish it and preview what we just did right now. Okay, so let's preview it, and as you can see, everything's looking good here. All right, so it left with this one. We have to give this one some margin and bring it closer to this. So let's go back and select this container, and let's go to advanced, and let's change the unit to EM, and let's give in some margin here, some margin left. Okay, so our margin left is going to be, let's uncheck this one, and because we are giving only the left margin, so let's give it 3M like this. Negative, let it be negative margin. Okay, let's make it negative margin. Good, closer like this, and publish it, and let's preview. Okay, so this is what we just did, and you can see everything is looking good. So this is our reference site. You can see we have achieved the same thing. So let's come below and see what we have to create next, and we have to create this banner section next. So let's go to our working environment and start designing this small banner section right now. So we are back in our working environment, and we need to create a section for that. So to create a section, click on this plus button and click on this flex box. Let's click on this first container, and our section is being created. So select that section, go to advanced, let's remove the padding for that. Okay, and go to layout 2. On the width here, give it a width of 1300. Publish it. So after that, let's add a container inside this. So let's go to our element panel and drag this container here. Good. Select the container, go to advanced, uncheck the padding, and let's give it a custom padding of 40 at the top, 40 at the bottom. Good, like this, and publish it. So after that, let's add another container inside. So, but before, we can add a color to this one first. So let's add a color to this container by going to style, background type, select classic. On color, let's select this light color. Okay, so after that, let's go to border. Let's give it a border radius of 15, like this. Publish it. So now we can add another container inside this. Okay, so the reason why I want to add this container, let's go to the preview site. So a 2-column here, and 1 column is going to contain this text and another column is going to contain this carousel, image carousel. Okay, so let's go back to our working environment and add a container inside here. Select a container and duplicate it again. Select the first mother container, go to layout, on item direction, click on this arrow. Let's select the mother container. Sorry, I select the mother container, but I forgot that there's another container which contains these 2 containers, so I have to select that one rather. Okay, and so that is a container and it has these 2 child. All right, so let me go back to layout again. On item direction, select this first one and it's going to bring it this way. All right, so right now we can select this first container, go to advanced, remove the padding, and we are going to give it a left padding of 20. Okay, a left padding rather 20. Okay, like this. So from here we can also select the mother container, go back to layout and remove the gap. This gap, we want to remove this gap. So let's go there and give it 0 here. Okay, so let's select this container again, go to advanced. On the padding, let's uncheck the padding. So select this container and let's go to layout and give it a width of 20%. Select the second container, go to layout and give it a width of 80%. Good, like this. So let's go to our element panel and look for heading elements. So drag this heading elements here. Let's go back to our reference site, copy this text from here, back to our working environment and paste it like this. And we can add a line break, and it is an HTML tag, so don't worry, just write what I'm writing. So let's go to style, typography, click on it, font family, change it to Petrona, and let's increase the font size to 23. You can type in 23. Okay, so the width, let's increase it to 500 medium, and also change the color to dark color like this. Let's select this container and let's center this one by going to just justify content center here. All right, so from here let's go back to our element panel and look for an element called image carousel. Okay, and drag the image carousel elements here. Good. So on the control panel you see add image, click on add image, and let's add these images. This the images we need. Okay, this one, this and this. So let's create it and insert. All right, so it's going to bring this image. So still, let's go to the control panel here, image resolution, select 4. On the slide to show, let's select 5. On the slide to scroll, select 1. Okay, like this. On the navigation, we don't want any navigation, so put it to none, and the pagination to put it to none. And what we can do next, you can see we need some space down here. Okay, so let's select this container and go to advanced. On the padding right, let's give it 20. Okay, like this, and publish it and preview. Let's preview and see what we just did. Okay, and you can see we have achieved it very nicely. So let's check our reference side. You can see that we have achieved it very nicely. So let's come below, and this is our next section that we are going to create. So let's go to our working environment and create this section. So we are back in our working environment and ready to create our next section. So let's click on this plus button and it will take us to this flex box. Click on this flex box and click on this first container, and our section is being created. Select it, go to advanced, uncheck the padding here, and let's give it a custom padding of up, 90, bottom 90, like this. So from here we can start adding our text element. So but before, let's select the section again, go to layout. On the width here, let's add a width of 1300 and publish it. And let's check our reference site once again. Okay, so let's start adding this text element. Let's go back to our working environment and let's go to our element panel here and look for heading. Drag the heading inside this container. So let's go to style. Let's copy this first before we can style it. You can decide to style it, but let's add a text and style it together with the text. Okay, so let's go to style. On typography, click on typography here. Font family, let's change the font family to DM Sans, like this. And let's increase the font size to 14. You can type in 14 and leave it on the width. So let's go back to on the transform. You can put it to uppercase here, change it to uppercase. So let's go back and change the color to this dark color. So let's add another element by going to our element panel again and look for heading. Drag the heading to below. Let's go back to our working environment, copy this, back to our working environment and paste it here. So let's go back to style. On typography, click on it. Font family, let's change it to Petrona and increase the font size to 38 and leave this to 600. So let's publish it. Okay, so here we are going to add another element by going to our element panel and look for heading for text element, not heading, this text editor. So let's drag this text editor here below and let's go back, copy this. Let's copy this text from here back to our working environment and paste it. Okay, so let's style this by going to style, typography, change the font family to DM Sans, increase the font size to 16. You can type in 16 and the width, let's leave it the way it is. Okay, so everything is looking good. So let's select this one, change the color to our dark color like this. Select this one too. We can make it a little bit darker but not much. Okay, I think this one is look good. So from here, let's select this container, this section, and let's go to layout. On layout, let's click on align item here, center, and this, let's select this element, this text element, and on alignment here, click on center to center it nicely like this and publish it. So everything is looking good. So after that, let's go to our element panel and look for our container, drag our container here below. Okay, the reason why we are putting a container inside that section is because we want to add images to it. So let's go to our reference site. So before you can add these images, we want to add a container, then add this image inside that container. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. So let's go back to our working environment. So select this container and go to advanced. So on the padding, remove the padding. So we have to add another element inside, and that is going to be our grade. So look for grade. Drag this grade inside. Good. So go to advanced, remove the padding of the grade. So let's see how many column and row do we need. We need 3 columns here. So let's go back. Yes, so let's go to layout. So on the column here, we need 1. Okay, we need 2 row and 3 columns. So that's what we need. So we are going to leave it the way it is as default. So after that, let's publish it. So let's add another container inside this by going to our element panel, drag this container within. Okay, so select the container, go to advanced, remove the padding of that container, and after that select the container again, go to layout first. Okay, so on layout, on the minimum height, let's give it some minimum height of 370 like this. So after that, let's go to style. On style, let's click on background tag classic. Let's choose an image and let's select this image, this one. Good. So on the control panel, on position, select center, repeat, no repeat, display, select cover, and it's looking good like this. So after that, let's go to border. Let's give it a border radius of 15. Okay, so publish it and let's preview and see what we got. Okay, so everything is looking good. So let's go to our reference site. You can see we have that border radius. So let's add another element to it. So let's add another container inside this container. So let's go to our element panel and drag this container inside. Select the container. Okay, and go to advanced. Let's give it a custom padding of top 30, bottom 30, and after that let's go to style and give it a background color. So click on classic color, let's choose our dark red color, this one, and let's make it transparent. Okay, so drag it a little bit. I think this is okay. Good. So from here, let's add another element inside this by going to our element panel and look for heading. Drag the heading element inside this container. So let's go back to our reference site and copy this text from here. Copy it and paste it inside like this. So after that, we can start styling it by going to our style. On typography, click on it, change the font family to Petrona. Okay, sorry, it is Petrona. Okay, so from here we can increase the font size to 30. Let's increase it to 30. So you can type in 30. On the way to, we can decrease it to 500 medium. And let's click on this container to center this text by going to layout. On alignment item, let's center it. Good. So after that, let's go to style and select this element, this text element, and change the color to white like this. Okay, so after that, let's bring our structure. Okay, I want to select this container, but this container is here, so I can't select this container, right? So I will bring the style, I will bring the structure here and select this mother container. Good. And go to layout here. On justify content, select end to bring this container to the end. So after that, select this container, go to style, go to border. So on border radius, uncheck this. So on this border on bottom radius, let's give it 15. On the left, give it 15 like this and publish it. Okay, so after that, we can duplicate this by selecting this container from here and duplicate this one. So we are going to duplicate until we get the pieces we need. All right, so duplicate it again, duplicate it again, duplicate it again, then duplicate it one more. Okay, so you can see we have all the pieces. So I'll publish and preview and see what we just did. Okay, so you can see everything is looking good. So we have achieved it very nicely. So what you can do, you can change the images, you can change the text. Okay, so it's very easy. You just have to select this container, go to style, click on choose image here, and let's select this image. Okay, so it will replace the image, publish it, and preview. Okay, so let's preview. So I'm not going to change it, so that's why I did the second one for you to know how to do it, so you can do the rest on your own. Okay, so this is how to achieve this one. So let's check our reference site and see our next section we have to create. So this is our next section. So let's go to our working environment and start designing this section. So we are back in our working environment and ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, click on this plus button, click on this flex box, and let's click on this first container. So our section is being created. So let me hide this structure, select this one, go to advanced, uncheck the padding here. So let's give it a custom padding of up 144. Okay, like this. So on the bottom 144. Okay, so after that, so like this. So after that, let's go back to layout and give it a width of 1300. So let's go to our element panel, add a container inside this, and let's duplicate this container, select this section, go to layout, select on this item direction, first one. Okay, like this. So select this container, go to advanced, and check the padding, select this one too, go to advanced and check the padding, and let's add an element to this one. But before, let's give this one a background image, this section. By selecting this section, let's go to style, on border type, select classic, image, choose image. So let's select our image, I think this image. So let's select this. Okay, yes. So after that, come below on the control panel here, select center, repeat, no repeat, display cover. Okay, so let's add our text element, but we can even give it some background overlay. So let's go to style. We are still on style, background overlay, select it, select classic, let's add a dark color. Okay, so and make it a little transparent, not bad. I think this is okay, and publish it. Yes, it's looking the same. So let's add some elements. So let's go to our element panel and look for heading, drag the heading element here. So let's go back to our reference site, copy this text from here, back to our working environment and paste it. Good. So here we can add a line break, just an HTML tag. Okay, we are not writing any code. So let's go to style and typography. Let's change the font family to Petrona and increase the font size to 38. You can type in 38. Good. So let's leave it the width the way it is and change the color to white. Okay, everything is looking good. Like this, publish it. So you need to add another text element by going to our element panel and look for text editor. Drag the text editor below. Let's go back to our reference site and copy this text from here, back to our working environment and paste it. Okay, like this. So from here we can change the color to white and everything is looking good. Let's style it by changing the typography. Click on the typography, font family, change it to DM Sans. increase the font size to 16. You can type in 16, the width leave it to normal. Good. Publish it. So let's add another element, and that is our bottom. But we have a bottom that we've created here. We can copy that bottom from here. Okay. And come below and paste it. Okay. So let's check. Okay, let's check the color. Let's change the color. So let's click on the bottom. Go to style. On the background color, let's change it to this light color. And the text color, let's change the text color to this dark red color. And let's go to the hover. Change the background color of the hover to this dark color. And the text color, let's change it to this light color. Okay, like this. So everything is working. So after that, let's come to this second container by adding another element to this second container. So let's go to our element panel and look for icon. Drag the icon inside this container. So on this view, change it to stack. Good. So change the icon. Let's change the icon by going to the icon library. Look for play, width of them. So let's select this one. Okay. So after that, let's go to style. On style, on the typography here, on the primary color, change it to this light color. On the secondary color, change it to this dark color. And the primary color, let's make it transparent. Okay, transparent. Like this. I think this is okay. Okay. So from here, we can select this container and go to layout and center this very nicely. Okay. So let's select this also. Okay, so everything is looking good. So let's publish it and preview and see what we just did. Okay, so we have achieved it very nicely. So let's check our reference site. Okay, it's looking the same thing. So this is our next section that we are going to create. So this is our next section. So let's go to our working environment and start designing this section. So back to our working environment, and we are ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, let's click on this plus button. It will take us here. Click on this flex box, and here let's select this 2-column container. So select this 2-column, select this section, go to advanced, uncheck the padding, and let's give it a custom padding. Up, let's make it 90. Bottom, let's make it 130. Okay, so after that, let's go to layout and let's give it a width of 1300. Publish it. Good. So from here, let's select this container, go to advanced, remove the padding, select this container also, go to advanced, remove the padding, select the main section here, go to layout and come below on the gap. Let's give it a gap of 80 like this and publish it. So let's check our reference site. So this is our reference site. We are going to design this first, and after that we work on the first container here. So let's go to our working environment and let's add some elements here, but I've already styled that element here, so I will just copy. With Elementor you can do copy and paste. So let's copy it and come below, paste it here. Okay, we have already designed it, so we don't have to design and style it again. So we can just copy and paste so that it will speed up our lesson. So let's come below, select it and paste it here. Let's go back, copy this, come back below, select this element and paste it. Okay, and let's go to our reference site. Let's copy this text from here. Let's go back and replace the text. Okay, let's replace it, paste it here like this. Go back, do the same thing, and go back to our working environment. Select this text element. Let's replace it. Let's go back, copy this text, back to our working environment, select this text below, and let's copy it here. And after that, let's go to style, and on alignment, let's uncheck this. Okay, so publish it. Everything is looking good. So what we have to do, we have to create another container and place this element inside that container. So let's go back and let's add another element container inside this container. So let's go to our element panel, drag this container below, select it, go to advanced, uncheck the padding. Good. So let's add an element inside, and that's going to be an icon box. So let's go to our element panel and look for icon box. Drag this icon box here like this. Good. Select it, and let's go back to our reference site. Let's copy this text back to our working environment, and on the title, paste it here. Go back to our reference site, copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here like this. So from here, let's go to style and start styling it. But before, on view, click on stack here, and let's go to style. So on icon position, bring it to the left. Vertical alignment, click on this middle one. Good. So on the space, let's leave it like default. So let's go to icon. So let's check our reference site. So the icon color, let's change it to this color. Secondary color, let's choose our dark red color. And the icon size, let's increase it to 36. Okay, 36. Okay, so like this, everything is looking good. So let's go to our content. On title, go to typography, click on typography. On the font family, change it to Petrona, and the font size, increase it to 23. So 23. Let's come back. Okay, and let's on the weight, let's decrease it to 500. It's okay. So we can change the color to dark black color. Good. So let's go to below. On the description, click on it. Change the font family to DM Sans. Okay. So and increase the font size to 16. Good. We are going to leave this the way it is. Okay, I just wanted to drag it below. So we are going to leave the setting the way it is. All right. So from here, let's go back on the box here. Let's try to, I think this is okay. And let's publish it and check our reference site and check what we just did also. Okay, the same thing. So let's go back, and what we are going to do is select this and duplicate it. Select it again and duplicate it. Good. So from here, you can change the content, you can change the element. I can see it is having an hover here, but this is not having hover. So let's go back. So let's select it. Okay, so let's select it. Let's go to our content here. On hover, let's change it to our dark color. Okay, good. Like this, so you don't have this over. So what I'm going to do, so just copy here, just copy, and on the next one, click on it and paste style. Okay, so it's going to paste all the style. So do the same thing to the last one too, and paste style. Let's delete this. Okay, select this rather, right click and click on paste style. Okay, so everything is looking good. So let's publish it. So and preview and see how it's looking. So everything is looking good. So let's come to our first container and start designing our first container. So let's go back to our working environment, and from here we are going to add a container inside this container by going to our element panel here, drag this container and duplicate it. So duplicate this one, duplicate it. So let's select the mother container by bringing our structure here. So let's bring our structure, let's go inside our structure, and these two are the child children containers. So let's select this mother container from here, go to layout and select on item direction, put it on this one. Good, and everything is looking good. Publish it. So from here, let's select this first container and go to style. So on background type, click on classic, choose image. So let's check our reference, which image we need this image. So let's go back to our working environment and look for that image. I think this one. So select it. Good. So we are going to do the same to this one too. Select this one. And let's go to style. On background tag classic. On image, let's choose our image and look for that image. And this image, select it. Okay, so after that, on image resolution, leave it the way it is. So let's drag this bar below here on position. Select center, repeat, no repeat. Display size, cover. Good. Select this one too. Do the same thing. Position, center, repeat, no repeat. Display size, cover. Okay, everything is looking good. So we are going to give it a border too, a border radius. So select it. Let's select it. Okay, and go to border here, border radius of 15. Select this one too. Let's go to style. We are already on style, border radius of 15. Good. And select this again. Go to advanced. On advanced, uncheck this margin. Change the unit to EM. We are going to give it some margin at the up here. So let's give it 2 EM, not negative. So 2 EM like this. On the bottom, let's give it a negative 2 EM2 at the bottom like this. And everything's looking good. So let's preview this and see what we just did before we continue. Okay, so we achieved it very nicely. So we have to add this icon, this counter to it. So let's go back and add another element by going to our element panel and drag this container inside here. So select this container, go to advanced, remove the padding. So go to style and let's give it a background color by going to classic, color, let's select white. Good. So after that, let's go to layout. On the layout here, let's change the unit to pixels. Good. So let's put in here a width value of 180 and a minimum height of 180, the same thing. Or let's make this one 185. Okay, let's make this one 185. Good. So from here, let's go to style. So on border here, let's give it a border radius of 100, like this. Everything is looking good. So border box shadow here, let's click on box shadow. So let's give it some box shadow, some drop down shadow here. So let's drag this one below, and here let's decrease this blur to about 6, and click inside this color mode, make it a little transparent. Okay, I think this is okay. So you can play with the setting the way you want. Okay, so from here, let's add a counter inside by going to our element panel and look for counter. Drag this counter here. So on the control panel, ending number, let's change it to 15. So let's copy this back to our working environment, 15. And the number suffix, let's put in plus. So on the title here, let's paste this text we copied. Let's go to style. Let's go to style. On the number here, click on typography. Change the font family to Petrona. Increase the font size to 60. Okay, let's increase the font size to 60. Good, like this. So let's go back, let's change the color to our dark color, like this. Good. So from here, let's go to the title. On the typography, let's change the typography. Let's go to font family and change it to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 14. You can type in 14, like this. And on the go to transform, change it to uppercase. Good. You can make the text a little bit darker. Okay, just play with the settings the way you want. All right. So select this container, go to layout. On justify content here, click on center to center it nicely, like this. And after that, let's go to advanced. So let's drag this bar below. Okay, select this. So under position here, click on it and select absolute. Okay, like this. So after that, drag this bar below again, and on the offset here, let's enter inside 186, like this. And below here, on the offset below here, let's put it 396. Okay, like this. So after that, on the Z index here, let's put in 100. Okay, and everything is looking good. So publish it, and let's preview and see what we just did. Okay, and as you can see, we have achieved it very nicely. So everything is looking perfect. So let's check our reference site. This is our reference site. So you can play with the settings the way you want. So let's check our next section. So this is our next section. So let's go to our working environment and start designing this section. Back in our working environment, and we are ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, let's click on this plus button, click on this flex box, and let's select this first container, and our section is being created. So from here, let's go to advanced, uncheck this padding. Let's give it a custom padding of up 80, bottom 40, and publish it. Go to layout, Let's give it a weight of 1300. Okay, then publish it again. And after that, let's add a container inside this by going to our element panel, drag this container inside. Okay, so select this container, uncheck, go to advanced, uncheck this one. We are going to rather give this container the padding, but we are going to remove the padding of this mother container. Okay, so let's do that. Let's add a padding to this one, then remove the mother container, the one of the mother container. So let's add top padding 80, bottom 40. Then let's select the mother container from here, go to advanced, make this one 0, this one to 0. Okay, so after that, let's go to style. Let's go to our element panel, let's go to our element panel and look for heading. Okay, let's drag this heading inside, back to our reference site. Let's copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, so let's style it by going to style, typography, click on typography, font family, change it to Petrona, increase the font size to 38. So let's change the color and make it dark color. Okay, so from here, let's select this container from here. Let's go to layout and let's come below on align items, click on center to center 8. So let's go back to our element panel and look for testimonial carousel. Maybe testimonial carousel, drag it below here. So let's go to our control panel here. So let's delete this one, delete this one, delete this one again. So we are going to start this one, then after that we duplicate it. Okay, so from here, let's go to our reference site. Let's go here. Okay, let's copy this text from here back to our working environment and paste it. Okay, let's paste this text here and back to the same place. Copy this text back to our working environment and let's put it in the place of the name. Let's replace the text. We are just replacing the text. So copy this one too, back to our working environment and replace this one. Image, let's change the image to this one. So let's see, yes, select it. Okay, so after that, let's go to style. So here, let's go below on the content. Let's go to typography, change this one. We are going to change this to DM sans, increase the font size to about 20, and this is the gap, sorry, leave the gap to about 10. Let's go to typography, the font size, increase it to 20. I think 20. Okay, like this. Good. So we can also change the color and make it a little bit darker. So this is the name too. So let's click on it, change the name to the font family of the name, Petrona, and increase it to 18. Increase it to 18. Okay, and we are going to leave it the way it is. Let's go to the description too. Okay, this is the name. Okay, let's go here, the title. Let's go back there on the title again and change that one to DM sans. Increase the font size to 40. Okay, like this. and change the color. Let's see which color. Okay, so we are going to change this color to this dark color. Good. Then we are going to change this color too to this dark color. Okay, so everything is looking good. So we are still styling it. So let's go to the image. So inside the image, let's give it a size of 7:9. Good. So let's go back to our style. So let's select it again. Let's go back to content here. So on the content, on alignment, select this like this. Okay. So on the weight here, let's increase it and make it. Let's enter inside 6:2. Okay. I think this is okay. So let's go back. Let's go to style. Let's go to the content and let's increase the gap here a little bit. Okay, so I think everything is looking good, right? So let's check our reference site. Everything is looking good. So let's publish it, but we have to give it a background color. So let's click on this container, go to style, and on background, click on classic. So click on image. We need a background image. So let's look for the background image. Okay, I think this one. Select it. So let's drag down on position. Select center, repeat, no repeat. Display size cover. Good, like this. So let's go back. Still, let's go to background overlay. On background overlay, background type, let's click on this gradient. And this color, let's select white here. And below, let's select this light red color like this. Okay. So from here on the percentage, we can make it around 50, maybe 52. 52 is okay. So on the angle, we are going to increase the angle to about, let's enter inside 2. Let's enter a value 275. Okay, I think this is okay. Right, so it's looking good. Okay, so let's go back. So I think everything is looking good. So let's publish it. So after that, let's select this again, this container again. Let's go to style. Let's give it some border radius of 15. And let's publish it. And preview. Okay, so as you can see, we have achieved it very nicely. So let's go to our reference site. This is our reference site. We can make this text darker. Okay, we can make this text darker. So let's go back and make this text dark. Okay, so go to content. On the text here, let's make it like this. Everything is looking good. Publish it and preview. Okay, so let's go back to our reference site and see our next section. So this is our next section. So let's go back and create this section. Back to our working environment and ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, click on this plus button, click on this one, and click on this first column. So after that, select this section from here. So go to advanced, remove the padding, and let's give it a custom padding of up 90 and bottom. We are going to make it 200. Okay, and let's give it some top margin as well. You can see it is close to this, so let's give it some margin, some gap here. Okay, so let's uncheck this and give it a top margin of 100. Okay, so let's publish it. So after that, let's go to layout and give it a width of 1300 and publish it again. So let's check our reference site, and we have to add a background image and this text element. So let's go back and select this section, go to style, background type, select classic, image, choose image. So let's select our image. I think, let me go back and see. Oh, okay, I've seen the image. So this image. All right, so let's come below on position, select center, repeat, no repeat, display size, cover, like this. So let's go back and add a background overlay. So let's click on classic, let's add a dark color. Okay, so let's make that dark color a little transparent. Okay, I think like this is okay. So from here we can start adding our text element by going to our element panel and look for heading. Drag the heading element here, go to our reference site. Let's copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here. So after that, we can just add a line break. Okay, just an HTML tag. Just write what I'm writing. Okay, so let's go to style, typography, change it to Petrona, then increase the font size to 38. 38, like this. Everything is looking good. Publish it. So click on this section, go to layout and align item center. Let's see. Oh, okay, so let's select it. On alignment here, click on center, change the color to white. So let's add another text element. So let's go to our element panel and look for text editor. Drag the text editor here. Let's go back and copy this text from our reference site back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, like this. Let's go to style and change the color to white. Okay, so from here, let's center it nicely like this. So after that, let's go to typography, font family, let's change it to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 16. 16 is okay. So we are going to leave it so. So after that, we are going to add another element, and that's going to be our button. So we have already created a button inside, so we don't have to create it again. So let's copy. With Elementor, you can do copy and paste. So let's come below, select this and paste it. Okay, like this. So let's see what is written here. Discover more. The same, discover more. Okay, so everything is looking good. So let's publish it. And let's go back and create another section here. Okay, let's create another section here. Click on this and select it. Let's go to advanced and layout. Let's give it a width of 1300. publish it, go to advanced, uncheck this padding. So let's go to our element panel, drag this container inside, go to advanced, and give this container a padding of 30, like this. Publish it, and let's go to style, go to border, give it a border radius of 15. Good. And let's go to background. Let's give it a background color of white. Good. Then let's publish it. And let's add another element again by going to our element panel and look for grade. This grade, let's drag this grade inside. Select the grade, go to advanced, remove the padding of the grade. Let's go to layout. On the grade column here, let's make it 4. On the row, let's make it 1. Good. Publish it again. So after that, let's go to our element panel, drag this container inside the grid, select the container, go to advanced, give it a padding of 30, like this, and also let's go to style. Let's give it a background color by going to classic color. Let's select this light color. After that, let's go to border and give it a border radius of 15. Good. Publish it. So everything's looking good. So let's add a text, a counter element by going to our element panel again. Look for counter. Drag the counter element inside. Okay, so let's select it. So let's check our reference site. Okay, so let's copy this text. So it's 2.5K. So let's go back. And the number, let's put in a value of 2.5. And the number suffix, let's put in K. And the title here, let's paste the text we copied like this. Good. So from here, let's go to style. So on number here, click on it. Click on typography. And let's change the font family to Petrona. Increase the font size to 49. You can type in 49. Good. So let's change the color to our dark color. So let's come below to the title. Let's go to typography, click on it. Change the font family to DM Sans. And increase the font size to 14. You can type in 14 like this. Okay. So let's change the color to make it dark. Okay. So you can go to the counter here and play with the gaps here. Then these number gaps. Okay, so okay. Right. So after that, we are going to duplicate this one. Okay. So let's add a hover to it. So let's go to our reference site. You can see there's a hover to it. So let's go back, select this. On background here, click on hover. Background type classic. Let's select our image. This image, select it. Good. So select center. Repeat, no repeat, display cover. Okay, so you can see it's looking good. So let's select this, duplicate it. Let's select it again and duplicate it. Select it and duplicate it. Okay, I'm not going to change the content, okay? So you can change the content, put any content you want. So after that, I'll select this container again. Then I'll go to border. So just go to border, and on border, click on border shadow, click on it here. Box shadow, click on box shadow here. So on the blur, let's increase the blur to about 20. So let's click on this and make it a little bit transparent. I think this is okay. So after that, let's go to advanced. So on margin, let's uncheck this margin, change the margin unit to EM, and let's give it some negative margin. Okay. So let's give it some negative margin here, about 6.2. Let's enter in 6.2 like this and publish it. And let's preview and see what we did. Okay. Okay, good. So far we have achieved it very nicely. You can see. Okay, so let's go to our reference site. You can see this image is being stuck. So you can see. So let's go back and fix that. So back to our working environment. So let's select this section from here. Let's go to layout on style here, sorry. So on the control panel here, attachment, click on it and select fix. Okay, and publish it. And let's preview. Okay, now you can see it is fixed. Okay, so we have achieved it very nicely. So this is our reference site, everything look the same. So let's come below, and this is our next section. So let's go back to our working environment and design this section. So back in our working environment, and let's create our next section. So click on this plus button. It will take us to this flex box. Click on this flex box and click on this first column. So click on this one, go to advanced, uncheck this padding. Let's give it a custom padding of up 19, bottom 90. So let's go to layout. On the width here, let's give it a width of 1300. Then publish it. So after that, let's go to our element panel. Let's add a container inside this and click on this container, duplicate it. So let's select the whole of this section, this container, the mother container, by going to layout. On item direction, click on this like this very nicely. So select this container, go to advanced, remove the padding and go to layout, and on the width here, let's give it 25%. Good. Select the second container, go to advanced, remove the padding and go to layout. On the width, give it a value of 75%. Publish it. So let's start adding element inside this first container, text element. So let's go to our element panel and look for heading. Drag this heading here. So let's go to our reference site, copy this back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, so from here, let's style it by going to style, typography, change it to Petrona, increase the font size to 38. You can type in 38, and let's leave the weight the way it is. So let's change the color to dark. Okay, so let's go back to our element panel and add another element, text element. So drag this one below. Let's go back to our reference site, copy this back to our working environment and paste it here like this. So let's go back to style, typography, click on it, font family, change it to DM Sans. and the font size, increase it to 16. Okay, like this. We can make the color a little bit darker. I think this one is okay. So let's publish it. Okay, so let's go back. Let's add another text element. It can be heading. Let me see. Okay. Text element, heading text element. Bring it below. Okay. So let's copy this text from here. Go back and paste it like this. Let's go back to style. Let's go to style. Typography, click on it. Change the font family to Petrona. And increase the font size to 18. Like this. Change the color to dark color. Like good. So everything is looking good. Let's go back and let's look for divider. Drag the divider here. So let's decrease the percentage to about 30%. So let's go to style. Well, let's change it to EM and let's give a value of 0.2. And let's change the color to this color, dark red. So after that, let's go to the up and copy this button. Come back below here and paste it here. Okay. So let's check our reference site. So let's go here and write inside call our sales. Good. Publish it. Okay, and let's preview. So everything is looking good. So let's go back. And here inside our second container, let's add another container inside by going to our element panel. Drag this container inside here. And let's duplicate it. Duplicate it. So I want to select the mother, but I'm not able to select the mother container from here. So what I can do, I can bring the structure here. So I'll select the mother container and go to layout. On item direction here, click on this one. Hide this mother container, this structure, sorry. So let's click on this container and go to advanced. On advanced, let's give it some padding here. So let's give it a padding of 30. Okay, like this. So everything is looking good. So after that, let's go to style. Border here, let's give it a border radius of 20. Okay. So after that, we can give it a background color of white. Background color of white. Okay. And also on border box shadow, let's give it some box shadow. Let's give it some box shadow. I think 11 is okay. And this one, let's make it a little bit okay. This is okay. So I think one is also good. This is okay. So click outside, publish it. So let's add an element inside this one. So let's go back to our element panel and look for heading elements. Drag this heading element here. Let's go back and copy this text color back to our working environment and paste it here. Go to style. Let's go to style, typography, click on it. Change the font family to Petrona. Increase the font size to 30. You can enter 30 for the value, and the weight to increase it to both 700 like this. So let's check. Good. So after that, let's change the color to this dark color. So everything is looking good. So let's publish it, and let's check our reference site. So when you check our reference site, this is bold, but this one is not bold, and this is dark, this one is not dark. But here what we did, it has applied to two of it. Okay, so we can before we can start the second one, we have to add a CSS style sheet. Okay, a CSS code. So let's go to our content here, and let's add a CSS code. Okay, we are not writing any code here. So if you want to achieve the same feature as this, just write the CSS code I'm writing here. All right, so we are not writing any code. So let's open our tag here, our span tag. Okay, and let's close it like this. And inside, let's add an attribute of style and equal to, let's give it a quotation mark here, and inside the quotation mark, write color equal to color, and let's give it our color, and that is going to be hashtag. Let's give it our color hashtag 666. Okay, as you can see, it has changed the color, but we are not yet done. So let's give it space, and let's give it a font, another font weight. Okay, our font weight, and that is going to be 500. Okay, as you can see, we have achieved it. So let's add this. Okay, and save it. So as you can see, it was very simple. All right, so if you want to achieve the same thing, just write the code I'm writing. So after that, let's add another text element. So let's go back, click on this, go to text editor, drag this text editor below, copy this, and paste it here. Okay, so let's go back to style, typography, click on it and change the font family to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 14. You can type in 14 and leave the way it is. Okay, so let's add another element, another text element. So let's go to our element panel and look for heading again. Drag this heading below this container. Okay, so let's select this. Hold on, let's select this text. Let's select this text. Let me go back here, copy this back to our working environment. Paste this. Okay, so let's select this element, go back and copy this text back to our working environment and paste it here. Okay, so after that, let's go to style, typography, change it to Petrona, and increase the font size to 49. You can type in 49, and the weight, let's leave the weight the way it is. Okay, so let's change the color to this dark red color. So let's publish it. Let's check our reference site. You can see this and this are very different. So to achieve this, we have to write a CSS code. So we are not writing any code. So if you want to achieve the same feature as this one, write the code that I will be writing. Okay, So let's go back to our working environment, select this one, go to content, and we are going to do the same thing again. So let's click on this. Let's add our tag, our span tag. This is our opening tag. So let's close it here. Close it, and let's add an attribute of style equal to, let's give it these two quotation, and let's give it a color. Let's change the color because the color are not the same. So let's check it again. You can see the color are not the same. So let's give it a color first. So hashtag, and the color code is 49 49 49. Okay, as you can see. So let's give it a space and also give it another code again, and that is going to be font dash size, font size. Let's give it a font size of 14 pixels. Okay, you have to write the unit, 14 pixels. Okay, so after that we have to also give it a font family. So let's add a font family because of the font family. So let's add a font family because it using the same font family, but here they are not using the same font family here. So let's go back and add another code. So it's going to be font dash family. Okay, like this, and the font family is going to be DM Sans. Good. As you can see, it has changed. Good. So what we are going to add another, the weight. Okay, we want this, all this to be capped. So let's add another text transform, and it's going to be text transform, sorry, it's going to be uppercase. So let's delete this. I didn't write it well here. Okay, uppercase, as you can see. So we have achieved it very nicely. All right, so we are not writing any code. Okay, so if you want to achieve the same thing, just write what I just wrote. So let's save it. Okay, and publish it. Okay, so you can see, we just see our reference site. You can see we have achieved it very nicely. So let's go back and add another element, and that is going to be a button element. So button, drag the button below, select it. So what is written here? Get started. So let's write here, get started, like this. Let's go to style. On typography, text color, sorry. So let's change this one to, okay, this light color, and let's change the hover to this dark color. Okay, so on the normals, on the color, let's use this dark color here. So on position, let's select stretch. So let's come back below. On border radius, let's give it 100. So on here, on the padding, let's make it this one 15, like this, and publish it. Let's check our reference. Okay, we have achieved it nicely. So let's go back. Let's go back to our working environment. So let's go back to our element panel. Okay, and add a container. So select this container. add this container below, select it, go to advanced, uncheck this padding and give it a top padding of 30. Good, just the top padding. And after that, go to our element panel again and add another container inside within it. Good. So select the container again, go to advanced, uncheck it and give it a padding below of 10 like this. So after that, go to our element panel again and look for icon list. Drag this icon list here, delete this one, delete this. Okay, so select this and go to style, select this background and go to border, go to border, and on border type here, select solid, uncheck the width here and give it a border of bottom 1, I think 1 here, like this, and give it a color. Let's give it a color. Let's select it again and make it more transparent. Okay, so after that, let's select the element, the text element again. So let's go back to our reference site. Let's copy this text and let's go back and paste it here. Okay, so we are going to maintain the icon. So let's go to style. Let's change the icon color to this dark red color. Icon size, let's increase it to 16. Let's go to our text. Let's click on typography, change the text family to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 14. Good, like this. So after that, select this container, go to style. Let's give it a top border, a top border. So let's select border here, border type solid, uncheck this one. So top border, let's give it 1, give it a color as well. Okay, and make it more transparent. Yes, like this. Okay, so after that, let's duplicate this. Let's click on that container and duplicate it. So let's duplicate it again. Let's duplicate it again. Okay, so let's see how many we need. We need 5. So we already have 4. So let's add 1. Duplicate it again. Good. So let's publish it and preview and see what we did. Okay, so as you can see, everything's looking good. So let's check our reference site. So this is our reference site. Everything is looking good here. Okay, so let's go back, select the last one. So let's select this again and go to style, layout, sorry. Let's go to layout. Let's give it a gap of 20. Okay, I think this is okay. So we are going to leave it the way it is. It looks good this way. Okay, so let's publish it. All right, so what we are going to do here, so let's select this last one, this last container, go to style, go to border and remove the border. Okay, so after that, let's delete this. Let's delete this one too. Then duplicate this. Let's click on it, duplicate it, select it again and duplicate it again. Duplicate it. My system is freezing. Oh, I need to get a new machine very soon. Okay, so yeah, it's still freezing. Okay, so it's looking good, right? So from here, let's bring the mother container. Okay, let's bring the mother container by going to this structure, go below here. Okay, let's select this container. Okay, select this, and this is the mother container. So let's go to layout and remove the gap. Okay, remove the gap. Okay, and everything is closed. So select this second container and go to style. On background type, let's select gradients here. So on the top, let's select this. Bottom, let's make this one white. Okay, so after that, let's drag this. So here on the location here, let's put in 5.3%, and this one to the location here to let's put in 8. Okay, and below on the angle we can make it 143. So after that, let's go to advanced. And here on Z index, let's put in 100. Okay, so let's publish it and preview. And let's preview it from here. Okay, good. So everything is looking good now. As you can see, we have achieved it very nicely. So the content, you can change all the content. So from here, let's change the content of this one. Let's change the bottom color of this one. So let's go back to our working environment and select this bottom. Go to style. So on the bottom color here, let's make it this dark color and change this one rather like this. Then on the hover, let's make it lighter and change the color to this one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the hover is dark here, so the hover color, let's make it dark. Okay, and turn this color to white. Okay, good. So publish it. So we have achieved it very nicely. So let's check our preview. So this is our preview. Okay, as you can see, so you can change the content and put any content you want, change everything. You see how we achieve this one. So let's go to our reference site. Everything is looking good. So let's come below and see our next section. So this is our next section. So let's go to our working environment and design this section. So back to our working environment, and we are ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, click on this plus button and click on this flex box. Click on this one, and this section is going to be created. Let's hide this structure. So select the section here, go to advanced and check this padding. So let's go to layout first. Okay, and let's give it a width of 1300. So after that, let's go to our element panel. So let's drag this container and select the container, duplicate it. So let's select this mother container and go to layout. On item direction, click on this one. Good. So select this first container from here, click on layout. On the width here, give it a value of 60%. So select the second container, go to layout, on weight here, give it a value of 40% like this, and select this second container again, go to advanced, and check this padding and give it a custom padding of up 145, bottom padding of 145. Okay, just for the second container, and publish it. All right, so after that, let's select this mother container, go to style, on board background, let's select a background type here, image, select the image, let's give it a background image. So let's check. Okay, this image, I think this one, yes. Okay, so let's go below, on the control panel here, on position, select center, select center, repeat, no repeat, display size cover like this. And after that, let's go to background overlay. So click on background overlay here, background type, select dark color. Okay, so everything's looking good. Let's select this dark color. So let's add some text element inside this one. So let's check our reference site. Okay, so let's go back, good, and look for heading. So let's drag our heading element. Now we need an icon list. Okay, we need an icon list. Drag our icon list here, delete this one. So let's go to our reference site, copy this back to our working environment, paste it, and on the icon, let's change the icon by going to the icon library and look for percentage here like this. Okay, so let's go to style, let's go to icon, increase the icon size to about 18, change the icon color to this light color. So let's go to the typography. On the typography, change the font family to DM Sans, increase the font size to 14. Okay, so I think it's okay. So let's change the color to white. Okay, then also let's click back on the typography, transform, let's make it uppercase. So let's go back and add another text element, heading. So let's drag the heading below. Let's copy this text from here back to our working environment and paste it. So after that, let's style it. So but before, let's add a line break here, just an HTML code. Okay, just write what I'm writing. So let's go to style, typography, click on typography, change the font family to Petrona, increase the font size to 38. You can type in 38. Okay, like this. Let's change the color to white. Good. We have to add another text element. So let's go to our element panel, look for text editor, drag it below here. Let's go to our reference site, copy this text. Okay, just copy it, back to our working environment and paste it here. So after that, let's go to style this text. So let's go to typography, click on typography, change the font family to DM Sans, and increase the font size to 16. Good. So let's change the color to white. Okay, everything's looking perfect. So we need a bottom, but we have designed a bottom here, so we can copy the bottom. With Elementor, we can do copy and paste. So let's copy the bottom. We don't need to design it again. Okay, so let's paste it here, and let's go back to our reference site, and let's write this inside. Join our membership. Okay, so everything is looking good. Let's publish it and preview so that we can see what we did. Let's refresh this. Okay, so let's come below. Good, we have achieved it very nicely, as you can see. So this is our reference site. So let's go below, and this is our next section we are going to create. So let's go to our working environment and start creating this section. So we are back in our working environment and ready to create our next section. So to create our next section, click on this plus button, click on this flex box, and click on this first container, and the section is being created. So let's go to our advanced and check this padding, and we can give it a top padding of 80 like this. And after that, let's go to layout. Let's give it a width of 1300. Publish it. Okay, so let's add a container inside by going to our element panel. Drag this container here. Select this container and duplicate it. Select this section. Go to layout, on item direction, click on this. Select this section again. Then come below, give it a gap of 660 like this. Publish it again. Okay, and everything is looking good. So let's select this section, go to style. Let's go to style, and on background type, click on classic. Let's give it a background color of this light color. Then publish it again. So after that, select this. Okay, and go to style. On background type, go to classic, and let's select a background color of white. Okay, so after that, let's go to border. So on the border radius, let's uncheck this, give it a top border radius of 16, right 16. That's it. So on the box shadow, let's click on box shadow here. So let's drag this. Okay, let's drag this below. So on blur here, let's leave it to 10. Click on this, let's make it transparent. I think this is okay. So click outside, and everything's looking good. So select this and go back to advanced. Go to advanced. Okay, click on advanced here and give it a padding of 50 like this. So after that, publish it. So let's go up and add some text elements. So I want to do copy and paste because we have already styled that text. So this one, copy this. We don't need to design it again. In Elementor, you can do copy and paste. So just paste it here, okay? So go back, copy the other text, this, come below and paste it here like this. Good. And let's go to our reference site. So let's copy this text and go back and replace it. Select this and replace it. Do the same thing. Copy this text. Back to our working environment. Select this one and let's replace it. Okay. So after that, let's add another element, and that's going to be our form. Drag the form below. And after that, let's go back and select another element called divider. Drag our divider below here. Okay. So let's select our divider. Go back to style. And here, let's make the color transparent like this. Okay. So after that, let's select this. Let's select the form. And here we can delete this one, delete this. So let's start with this first. So on the control panel here on the type, select text, is on text, label name. Let's name it your name and copy it. Then at the placeholder, paste it at the placeholder and come below on column weight, change it to 50%. Good. After that, add another one on the type. That's going to be phone. So select tele and type here phone. Copy the phone, paste it at the placeholder. Okay. And come below on the column weight, change it to 50%. Add another one. And that's going to be the type is going to be date. So select date, label name, date. So just put in the date and it's going to be something like DD. Okay, like this. MMYY. Yes. So select it. So on the column weight, change it to 50. So let's add another one, and that is going to be on the type. That's going to be time. So let's look for time. Okay. So here on the label is going to be time. On the placeholder is going to be this. Okay. And the column weight is going to be 50. So let's add another one, and that is going to be email. So on the type, change and look for email. Okay. So the label is going to be email. Placeholder is going to be email. Okay. So on column weight is going to be 50. Good. Let's add another one. On the type is going to be text. Okay. Now it's not going to be, let's change it. It's going to be select. On the label, let's add services. It's going to be services. So let's go back here and let's copy this text. back to our working environment and paste it here, okay, like this. And let's change the column weight to 50, and let's add another one, and that is going to be text area, this one, and this is going to be message. The label is going to be message. Placeholder also is going to be message. Okay, and this one we are going to leave it 100%. So on the input size, let's change it to medium. Good. So let's come below on the bottom too. Click on the bottom, change the bottom size to medium. So let's check this. Okay, change the bottom size to medium. So on the column weight for the bottom, change it to 40%, like this. So let's go to style. Sorry. So on the column gaps, we are going to increase the column gap to about 16. The row gap too, we are going to increase that one to about 16. Okay. And the label spacing, let's make it to 4. I think 4 is okay. And the label color, let's make it a dark color, like this. So everything is looking good. So on the text, let's change the text to the font family to DM Sans and increase it to 16. The font size, increase it to 16. Good. Everything is looking good. Okay. So let's go to the third. So let's go to typography. Click on typography, change the font family to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 16. Okay. So like this. So everything is looking good. So let's go below. Here on the border radius, let's give it a border radius of 22, like this. Good. So everything is looking good. So let's go below. Let's go to the bottom. Let's change the bottom color to this color, and the text color too to our dark red color, like this. So let's go below. On the border radius for the button, let's make it 80. And the text padding, let's give it a text padding. Okay, text padding of 15. Okay, so let's check our reference site. Okay, so it's having an hover here. So let's go back. So let's change the background color here to this dark red, and the text color. Okay, so here send message. So let's go back to content, select this, and here let's write in send message. Okay, then publish it, and I think everything is looking good. So let's preview and see what we did. Okay, so everything is looking good now. So this is what we did. So we can go back and go to style. So on the border color, we can make it transparent. The border color, we can make it transparent like this. Okay, and publish it. So let's come to this second container. So let's select this second container, go to advanced, remove the padding, and let's give it a custom padding of up 50 and the bottom of 112. Publish it. So from here we can add some text elements. So let's copy this text element. With Elementor you can do copy and paste. You don't have to style it again. So it is the same style. So let's do copy and paste. Okay, so let's go to our reference site. From here, let's copy this text from here. Back to our working environment, select the first one and replace the text. Let's go back, select this. Let's go back to our working environment, select this second text and replace it also. Publish it. So let's go up here and copy this text too from here. We have already formatted it nicely, so we don't have to do it again. So let's paste this. Go to our reference site, copy this text, and let's go to our working environment and replace it. Okay. Then publish it. So what we have to do, we have to add a container inside this container by going to our element panel, drag a container here, select it, go to advanced, remove the padding. So let's duplicate it. Let's select this container, then duplicate it. Good. Then select this first one again, then go to advanced, give it a top padding of 10, bottom padding of 30, like this. And let's add another container inside this by going to our element panel, drag this container inside, then select it and duplicate it like this. So select this container, go to layout, on item direction, click on this. Okay, like this. And let's go to style. Under border, select border, border type, select solid, uncheck this, and let's give it a bottom border of 1. So the border color, let's make it lighter. Let's make it light like this. Then publish it. So after that, select this container, go to advanced and check this padding, select this container too, go to advanced and check this padding. So let's go to our element panel and add an element called icon box. Select this icon box, drag it inside here. So let's select it. So let's check our reference site. Okay, so let's go back to our icon library and look for phone. So select this and on view select stack. So let's go to our preview site, copy this text, back to our working environment, paste it here. Okay, so let's go back, copy this, back to our working environment and paste it here like this. Okay, so after that, let's go to style. On icon position, click on this first one, vertical alignment, click on the middle one. Good. So this one, let's increase it to 16. Content spacing, we can give it a little bit of spacing depending on how we want it, but let's style it. So let's go to the icon. So let's increase the icon size to about 28. 28. Okay, so let's check. Let's go back and change the icon color to this color and the secondary color to this light color. Okay, so the padding, you can increase the padding to 14 like this. Everything's looking good. All right, so let's go back to content. So on the content here, let's go to typography. Click on typography, font family, change it to DM Sans. Okay, and increase the font size to about 13. And let's change this to 400. The weight 400 like this. Let's check our preview. Okay, so let's change the color to our dark color like this. The hover to the same thing to dark color. So let's go back to the description here and let's change the font family. Click on it again, change the font family to Petrona and increase the font size to about 23. Increase the weight to 500. Okay, and let's change the color. Let's change the color to dark color. Okay, and everything is looking good. Select the container again. Go to style. Go to border and give it a border type of dash. And we want the dash at the right, so uncheck this one. Let's just at the right one, and let's give it a color too and make it more transparent like this. Okay, so after that we can delete this one, then select this and duplicate it. Okay, so after that, let's select this mother container, go to layout, and let's remove the gap by giving it 0 gap, and select this container, go to advanced and give it a left padding of 20. Good, and publish it. So for the content, you can change the content. You can just click on it and change the content. Click on it like this. Then you can change the icon. You can change this content, everything the way you want it. So I'm not going to do that. I just want to show you how to design it. For the content, you can put any content you want. So let's come to our next container, this one. But let's check our preview, what we did. So let's see, this is what we did so far. So let's go back to our working environment here. So let's go to our element panel and look for gallery. Okay, gallery, just select this basic gallery, bring it here. So let's select this and let's look for our picture. Let's see which picture do we need. Okay, so let's go back. We need this one. I think this one too. So let's see. Okay, and another last one. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so let's insert the images, and they are all inside. So here on image resolution, sorry, select 4. On column, select 3, like this. So everything is looking good. So caption, no captions. So let's go to style. On the gaps here, select custom. So let's leave it the way it is. On the border radius, let's add 15. Okay, so after that, let's select this one and duplicate it. Good. So here we can select this one, this container, and go to layout. And the gap here too, we can make it 15, like this, and publish it. Let's preview and see what we did. Okay, so far this is what we did. All right, so we have achieved it very nicely, as you can see. So let's check our reference site. You can see we have achieved it very nicely. So let's go below and let's create our footer. So let's go back to our working environment and create our footer for our next section. So back to our working environment, and we need to create our footer. To create our footer, we have to create a footer template for that. And to do that, we have to go inside the dashboard. So let's go to our preview site and click on this icon here. You see dashboard, click on dashboard. Okay, and that will bring us to our dashboard. So here you see Elementor here, put your mouse cursor on it. This pop-up is going to open. You see team builder here, click on team builder, and it's going to load. Then it's going to take us to this template section. So here we can create a template for here. So we have to create a footer template. So you can see footer here. So let's click on footer. It's going to load. It is loading, so let's give it a little bit of time. Okay, so Elementor and WordPress are going to give us pre-made footer, but we want to create our footer from scratch. So let's close this, and we are in our footer working environment. So let's go to our footer setting. So here, write footer 01 like this and publish it. Add a condition, then save it. Okay, so right now our footer working environment is ready for us to design our footer. So to create our footer section, click on this plus button, then click on this flex box and click on this first column. So select this section, go to advanced and check this padding, give it a custom padding of up 80, bottom 80, go to layout, give it a width of 1300, then publish it. So let's go back to our reference site and let's copy this color. Let's copy this color. Okay. So we are going to copy this color back to our footer working environment. Select this, go to style, on background, click on classic. Let's paste our color here like this, and we can save it. Black. Okay, just like this. Okay, so after that we can add container inside this. So let's go to our element panel and look for container. So drag this container here. So after that, let's duplicate it. So let's select this section, go to layout, on item direction, select this. So let's duplicate it again. Duplicate it, we need 4. So let's duplicate it. So we have 4 pieces here. Okay, yes. So we can even delete one. So later then we add it. Okay. So let's select this and go to advanced, remove the padding. So let's add an image. So let's go to our element panel and look for our image element, drag our image element here. So let's select this and go for our logo. So let's select this logo. Good. So after that, let's go to advanced. So on advanced, on the width here, let's select custom and give it 50%. We can tap in 50% like this. So let's check our reference. Let's add this text element. So let's go to our element panel and look for text editor. We are rather here. Go to our element panel and look for text editor. So drag it below. So let's go back and copy this text. Okay. So back to our working environment here and paste it like this. Go to style, typography, click on it. And the font family, let's change the font family to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 16. Let's increase it to 16. Okay. So from here, you can change the color and make it white. I think this is okay. So let's go to our element panel and look for social icon. Drag the social icon below. Let's add another one. Okay, so here let's send the icon to the left. And let's go on the shape here. Let's select circle. Okay. So let's go to style and start styling this. The icon size, let's give it 17. 17. So the icon color too. Let's change the icon color by going to color and select custom. So let's select this light color, and the secondary color, let's select this dark red like this. So on the padding, let's give it a padding of 0.7. Okay, so I think everything is looking good. So let's publish it and come back to this second container. So after that, let's go to advanced, uncheck this. So let's go to layout, go to our element panel, look for heading element, drag it here. Let's go back to our reference site, copy the text, go back here in our working environment and paste it. So after that, let's go to style, typography, select it, change the font family to Petrona, increase the font size to 23. Okay, 23 is okay. And the weight, let's decrease it to 500. Change the color to white. Okay, so let's select this container and let's give it some left padding of 40. Okay, so let's go to our element pattern and look for icon list. Drag this icon list here. Let's delete everything. Let's go back to our reference side. Let's copy this. Okay, back, and let's paste it here. And let's go to our icon library. Change the icon to circle. Let's save it. Okay, this circle. So let's go to style, and the icon size, we can decrease the icon size to about 7. Okay, I think this is okay. Then let's give it this color. So after that, let's go to text typography. Let's change it to DM Sans. So let's increase the font size to 16 and change the font color to white. Let's see. Yes, white. Okay, so after that, let's go to content and duplicate this one. We need 5, so let's duplicate it. Then we have the pieces we need. So let's go to style and space between. Let's give some space between. 10 is okay. All right, and everything is looking good. So what we are going to do, select this, duplicate this one. Okay, so for the content, you can change the content, put anything you want. So I'm not going to do that, so you can do it. So on the service, let's select this, okay, and change this, replace this one. So the same content, so you can change it the way you want it. I'm not going to do it. It is the same thing. So here, let's delete this. So let's go back, copy this one back here to replace it. Let's replace it from here like this. So after that, let's copy this text and paste it here. So let's go back to our reference site, copy this text from here like this and paste it here. Okay, so let's go to our element panel and look for form. Drag this form below inside here. So let's delete this. Okay, so let's change the text, the type. Let's change it to email. So here on the label, let's type in, enter your email. Let's copy and paste it at the placeholder. Good, like this. So everything is looking good. Okay, so let's go to style. So on the bottom, click on the bottom, and here, click here, sign up. Okay, sign up like this. So let's go to style and the gaps, let's close it like this, and it's looking good. So here we can just play with it the way we want. I just want to change the bottom color. So let's change the bottom color and the text color. Let's select this. Okay, so you can play with the settings. Okay, so I don't want to touch it too much, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So let's publish it and preview what we just did. Good, so as you can see, so let's go back and create another section below. So let's create this section below. Okay, but first let me select this first one again and go to style. On border, let's give it some border. So select solid. On the border width here, uncheck this one. We only want the bottom border of 1 and give it a color of white, but we are going to make it a little transparent here like this. Okay, and publish it. So select this second section, go to advanced, uncheck this padding, give it a custom padding of 30 at the top, 30 at the bottom. Go to layout, give it a width of 1300 and publish it, and also give it a background color of the same dark color. So let's select this black color, the same thing, and let's go to our reference site, then copy this text from here back to our working environment, and let's select our icon list. Set our icon list, uncheck this, delete the icon. So let's paste our text here like this, and let's go to style. On text, let's go to typography, change the font family to DM Sans, increase the font size to 13, and let's give it a color of white. Good. So from here we can duplicate it, select this, go to layout, on item direction, click on this, and come below and justify content, click on space between like this and publish it, and let's preview. Okay, so far this is what we did and it's looking good. So let's go back and change this text. So let's copy this text from here back to our working environment, select it and replace this text. Good, publish it. So let's go to our home page and preview our home page so that we see we check our home page with the footer. Okay, as you can see, everything's looking good. So let's go up and create our header. So let's go back and create our header. So let's check our review site, our reference site, sorry. So this header we are going to create. So we are going to do that right now. So let's go to our working environment and design this header. So we are back in our working environment. So here, also for the header, to create our header, we need to create a header template as well. So we have to go inside the dashboard and create a header template. So let's go inside our dashboard by going through this preview and click on this dashboard. So here on Elementor, put your mouse cursor on it. This pop-up is going to come. Then you click on Theme Builder, click on it. So this is going to open. You see on the right here, you see Add New. Click on Add New. Then you see the templates here and you see Header. Click on Header. So it's going to load. So WordPress and Elementor are going to give us pre-made header, but we want to create our header from scratch. So let's close this. And we are in our header working environment. So let's go to the header settings and rename the title as header 01 and publish it, add a condition, then save it. So our working environment is ready for us to start designing our header. So to create our header section, click on this plus button, click on this and this container. So our container is created. So let's go to advanced, uncheck this padding and let's give it a custom padding of 35 up, 35 bottom, and let's go to layout. So on layout, let's give it a width of 1300. then publish it. Okay, so from here let's add an image by going to our element panel and look for image element, drag it here. So let's select it and look for our logo image, this one, select it. On image resolution, select full. Okay, so let's go to style and send it to the left, go to advanced. On the width here, select custom. So let's increase the width to 16. I think 16 is okay, like this. So everything is looking good. So we have to add this menu. So let's go, we have to go back to our dashboard and create our menu. So let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, so let's go here, let's pass through here and go to exit WordPress. Not now. So on dashboard, I am in my dashboard right now. So here on your left side, come below, you see appearance, put your mouse cursor on it, then you come to this, you see menu here, click on menu, and it's going to take us to our menu page. And here we have to create our menu structure. So let's write header menu 001 like this, and it's a header menu. So let's select header and create menu. So our menu item is ready, so we can start adding our item to our menu here. So right now we haven't created the other pages, so what we need here, we need to create a dummy link menu. So to create a dummy menu, so click on this dummy link to create a dummy menu. So if you have our other pages, you can just click on it and add it. You can see we only have one page here, so let's select this one page and add it to the menu, but we don't have the other pages, so we have to create a dummy link for that. So click on custom link and here put hashtag, and that make it a dummy link. About, so here type about us, then add to menu, and again hashtag service, and here is going to be services, add to menu, hashtag plan, and here is going to be price plan, add to menu. So we have added everything to menu. So let's see. Okay, so that's all. We can even add another one. You can even add hashtag contact. Okay, contact. Okay, and add to menu like this. So let's save it. Okay, so after that, let's go back to our heading and let's publish this, and let's refresh our page as well. So let's look for WordPress menu. So drag this WordPress menu inside here, and it's going to bring all our menu we created. So select it. On pointer here, select none. Okay, so go to style, typography, select, and go to DM Sans. Change the font family to DM Sans. Increase the font size to 14. Okay, and let's make this one 500. Okay, I think let's make it much bolder. 600 is okay. All right. So from here, there's a hover on it. So let's select it again. So on hover, let's change it to this dark color, active. Let's change it to this dark color. And let's go to normal and let's change the normal color to this dark, like this. Not too much dark. Let's make it 500. The boldness is too deep. Okay, I think this one look good. So from here, so let's go back. Okay, let's make it much deeper. Okay, so from here, let's add another element, and that's going to be bottom. So let's go to our home page. We have a button in our home page, so we don't have to create a button again. So let's copy this button from here. With Elementor, it's possible you can do copy and paste. So let's paste it here like this. So after that, let's select this section, go to item direction, select this and justify content, select space between, and let's select this section again. Go to layout, on border, box shadow, click on box shadow here and click on this color. Okay, I think it's okay. So let's leave it. All right. So after that, let's publish it and preview. Okay. So everything is looking good. So let's check our reference site. Here is written appointment. So let's go back. So let's change this and write appointment here. Appointment like this and publish it. So let's go to our home page and preview our site. Boom, as you can see, we have achieved it very nicely. Okay, so everything is looking good, but we are not done yet. So there's finite thing that we have to do. So let's go back to our working environment. So come to the up here and let's refresh this one. Let's refresh this page. Okay, let's refresh it. It is taking some time. Okay, so it is still loading here, you can see. Okay, so it is done. So let's select this hero section. Okay, and let's go to advanced. So let's uncheck this padding, change the unit to EM, and let's give it some margin here, some negative margin. Let's give it some negative margin here, 7, 8. Okay, so after that, let's select this, save it. Let's save it and enter inside this heading. Okay, so select it, go to advanced, on Z index, put in 100 like this and publish it. Then preview it. Good. As you can see, we have achieved it very nicely. So we started designing the hero section, and below we did everything nicely together to the bottom, and at the end we have designed this beautiful header. So if you are new to this channel and you still haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe as I keep posting more happy video like this. Peace.